Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on GNTA Incorporated, ticker symbol GNTA. I had a few requests on this, and rightfully so. Very nice looking chart after today. Got the most bullish candle possible. What I mean by that is the open was the low of the day. So I guess I lied, but it's close enough. But the open was the low of the day, and the close, which is right here, was also the high of the day. So that is the best kind of candle you can get, and combined with that, the nice above average volume, and it's a nice looking chart. I wanted to get this mapped out because I've had some questions about it, so I want to just go over some basic supports, resistances, and what to kind of look for, and hopefully people will kind of have an idea of what sorts of things they want to see and don't want to see. The first thing I want to draw is kind of a longer term pattern, and just a little disclaimer, longer term meaning about 4 months. Maybe for some people that would be considered short term or medium term, but for my sake here I'm just going to call it longer term pattern. So up here we have this downtrending line, and you can see we are using these 3 spots here. So this is going to be what we're considering our longer term resistance. Now at the same time, we have this uptrend line here using this point and this kind of whole little group of points here, and this is what I'm going to call the long-term support level. Now for argument's sake, we'll just call this a wedge. Some people might call it a symmetrical triangle, whatever. Bottom line is, the psychology is, as time has increased, the bulls have pushed it up. However, at the same time as time has increased, the bears have pushed it down too. So as you can see, looking out into the future, these 2 lines are going to get skinnier and skinnier, and eventually there's going to be a decision time. But with these patterns, the sooner they make a decision, the better. So if tomorrow it's like this, and then by Friday it's busting out, that's better than waiting for the lines to get really skinny like here, and then having the stock break out right at the tip. That's a lot weaker than what it would be if it would break out while these lines still have some separation between them. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Intermediate resistance points before then, we're looking at 17 or 0.0175. That comes from over there. That is approaching and close. As you can see, you closed at 0.0155, so not very far from that. And then after that, it's pretty much just this trend line. You can see there's not too much space between this resistance level and the trend line, so it won't be that long of a wait. Now in terms of support levels, besides our longer term uptrend line here, we also have kind of this whole clump of previous highs here. You can see the price struggled to get above here. Looks like it's right around 0.012. So this is going to be our closest support level that we have before we would possibly fall back down here and give this one another test. But for the time being, as I mentioned, with this above average volume combined with a nice candle, things are definitely looking good for the chart, especially after you look through this little time period of a couple weeks. Some nice little consolidation in there, just some basic sideways action, and is now looking like it's kind of had enough of this rusting and is heading back up. As far as the indicators, we'll want to see the stochastic cross above 50. That's always good bullish confirmation. And MACD basically just flat, so you can't tell much from there. But the money flow indicators are in uptrends. They are forming higher lows, which is good. So that's exactly what you want to see there. So the indicators are looking solid, but price action and volume are the key components of technical analysis, so don't get too caught up in the technical indicators. But for the time being, for the bulls, going to want to get through 0.0175, and then the next battleground is this downtrend line, and this is the line that you want to see hold strong on any severe pullbacks, but ideally you'd like to see 0.012 hold. Once again, this was GNTA. Thanks for listening.